This is Indiana Storm Chasers with a winter safety PSA. As sure as the Earth will continue her orbit and tilt on her axis, winter comes every year and, like it or not, Indiana certainly gets its fair share of winter impacts. The Crossroads State is no stranger to everything from bitter cold to dynamic blizzards and every sort of frozen hazard in between. So, unless you plan on doing the snowbird thing and ditching snowfields for sandy beaches, you're in for at least 4 months of whatever old man winter can pitch our way. When it comes to cold weather and winter safety, being prepared is key. The winter season brings with it a host of challenges, from icy roads to freezing temperatures. It's important to arm yourself with the knowledge and tools necessary to navigate these conditions safely. One of the most common hazards during winter is ice and snow. Slippery surfaces can make walking or driving treacherous. Understanding how to navigate these conditions and having the necessary equipment, such as snow tires or sidewalk salt, can greatly reduce the risk of accidents. Make sure to take slow, cautious steps and wear rubber-soled footwear if you're walking on icy surfaces. Driving in winter requires extra caution as well. Reduced visibility due to fog, rain, and especially snowfall can make seeing other vehicles or road signs difficult. Additionally, black ice, a thin layer of transparent ice on the road, can be extremely dangerous as it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Remember that four-wheel drive does not mean four-wheel stop. Be diligent and take precautions such as driving slower, maintaining a safe distance from other vehicles, and using headlights in low visibility conditions. Just these simple steps can help mitigate risks. Also, when you're removing snow from your windshield, take the extra time to remove it from the top of your vehicle as well. Snow being blown off the top of your vehicle can land on the windshield of the vehicle behind you and potentially cause a wreck. A little courtesy to other motorists goes a long way in preventing unnecessary accidents. Don't underestimate just how dangerous sleet can be either. More than just an annoyance, these little balls of frozen precipitation can be much more dense than snow. Go slow while shoveling and don't overexert yourself. You'll want to use extreme caution while driving in sleet, as it can cause dangerous road conditions and reduced visibility. Just like in snow, you'll want to reduce your speed, allow plenty of stopping distance between yourself and other vehicles, and leave the cruise control off. Extreme cold temperatures also pose health risks, such as frostbite and hypothermia, especially to members of vulnerable populations such as newborns, the elderly, chronically ill, outdoor workers, or the homeless. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at letting you know when you are too cold. In addition, older people tend not to shiver effectively, one of the ways the body warms itself up. To help prevent hypothermia, remember these tips. It's crucial to dress in loose layers, covering exposed skin and keeping the extremities warm with gloves, hats, and scarves. Enjoy hot food and beverages, but try to avoid caffeine, as it can constrict blood vessels and impair circulation. And don't believe the old wives' tale either. Alcohol will also reduce your body's ability to shiver and impairs your ability to recognize hazards. Which reminds us, make sure to stay hydrated. It's surprisingly easy to dehydrate in cold temperatures. Be sure to drink plenty of water and treat yourself with the occasional sports drink of your choice. If you're planning outdoor activities for an extended period, ensure you have access to reliable heating sources such as hand warmers or portable heaters. Ask your doctor if any medicine you're taking could increase your risk of hypothermia. Drugs that may cause a problem include barbiturates, benzodiazepines, chlorpromazine, reserpine, and tricyclic antidepressants. Remember to check on neighbors, family, and friends, especially members of our elderly population, to make sure they have access to adequate heating sources. Too many times, elderly citizens will suffer silently through the cold. Do your part and reach out. You never know when you could save a life. If you believe that you or someone nearby has been compromised and is at risk of frostbite or hypothermia, know how to take action and render aid. The first step, if possible, should always be to get indoors as quickly as you can. Until you get indoors, follow these guidelines. Do not rub or massage cold body parts. This increases the risk of burst blood vessels and can be especially dangerous for people taking blood thinners. Put your hands in your armpits. This helps keep your hands warm by using your body's core heat. Hold on to another person or animal. Drink warm liquids, but not too quickly. Put on extra layers of clothes, blankets, or other items. Remove rings, watches, and any other tight jewelry or related items that could block circulation. Once you are back indoors, remove all wet clothing, including shoes. Do not walk on frostbitten feet. Just like rubbing or massaging cold body parts, this could cause worse damage than the frostbite itself. Get in a warm bath and wrap your face and ears in a moist, warm towel. However, be careful. You do not want to use hot water. Keep things warm, not blazing. Don't get near a hot stove or heater, or use a heating pad, hot water bottle, or a hairdryer. You might burn yourself before you're able to feel it. Dress in warm, dry layers of clothes or blankets. Frostbitten skin can become red and swollen and feel like it's on fire. You may develop blisters. Do not break the blisters. It could cause scarring and infection. If your skin turns blue or gray, is very swollen, blistered, or feels hard and numb even under the surface, go to the hospital as soon as possible. One more important reminder: the day before a storm is set to impact your area is not the time to try and prepare. At any given time, you should aim to have a week's worth of essentials already inside your home. Groceries, especially shelf-stable, non-perishable foods and medications, take top priority alongside pet food and livestock feed. If the forecast is talking about the potential for a winter storm in the coming days, that is the time to make sure you have all the essentials and emergency supplies ready for your home and vehicle. You'll want to check smoke and carbon monoxide detectors within your home, top off your vehicle's fuel tank, and start preparing your property and any livestock you own for the coming inclement weather. Don't forget to make sure you have adequate heating fuel for your home as well if you rely on oil, gas, or propane as a heating source. This includes kerosene for emergency heaters and fuel for generators. The day before the storm, when forecast accuracy has improved, is the time to cancel or adjust plans that could be impacted by a winter storm. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings, and make sure all of your outdoor animals have access to shelter, feed, and adequate water. During and after a winter storm, you'll want to remain vigilant and stay informed. Do not get out on the roads unless it is absolutely necessary, especially if they haven't been plowed or treated yet. Make sure to check on neighbors, family, and friends, and to properly ventilate your home if you need to use an emergency heating source, such as a kerosene heater. Always keep generators at least 20 feet from the exterior of your home, and try to take it easy while shoveling, especially if the snow is heavy and wet. If the power goes out during a winter storm and you do not have access to an alternative heat source, utilize the following tips to help you combat the effects of the cold. Wear layers of loose-fitting, lightweight, warm clothing, as well as hats, mittens, and blankets. Close your blinds or curtains to keep in as much heat as possible. Close off rooms to avoid wasting heat, and place towels or rags in the cracks under your doors. In conclusion, by understanding the risks associated with cold and winter weather and taking appropriate precautions like safe driving practices and proper clothing choices, you can prevent yourself from the potential dangers that come with winter conditions and ensure that our nation is truly weather ready. Stay informed, stay prepared. This has been Brian DeBerry with Indiana Storm Chasers, signing off.